Guys, welcome back. It's Dopple here, playing some Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I apologize, I've been sick for the past week and a half, up to 2 weeks. I still have somewhat of a cough. So if you hear me coughing or if my voice is a little bit dead, that's why. Um, but yeah, no, I wanted to get back in recording. Just doing something on the fun. Playing one of my favorite series and one of the favorite games my series has to offer, or one of the best games the series has to offer, in my opinion, at least. The Tellius series. So I'm gonna play through Path of Radiance first, and then eventually I'll play through Radiant Dawn with the continuation save file because there's two games. I'm gonna do my best not to spoil anything for those that have never played these games before, even though they've been out for a minute. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get started with the new game. And we are playing on difficult mode because I'm good at these games. My water.
Well, Ike, you had enough? Oh, missed.
Ike? Oh no!
Missed that song.
Ah, you're up. About time.
Sorry for the stuttering. Prologue, Mercenaries. This is being played on the Dolphin emulator, as it is a GameCube game. And, sorry, excuse me. My voice acting is going to be too good up there. And I apologize for all the coughing, too, but I'm trying to take it easy and not breathe a lot, so that way, my lungs don't feel like exploding. So, are you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. So, the sleeping prince awakens. Father, I can't believe you. I know those are practice swords, but they're still heavy. You have no right to be so rough on Ike. If this is too much for the boy, he'll never make it as a mercenary. But, Mist, you don't have to worry. I told you I'm fine. Ha! You better be. Now grab your sword and get ready. What? Don't tell me you're going at it again, but... Just until I land a single blow. I'm not giving up until I can get one good hit on Father. I like your resolve, Ike, but it takes more than a strong will to... Aha! I knew I'd find you here. Hi, Boyd. What brings you here? Nothing special. You said you were going to get the boss, but you never came back. I got picked to check up on you. Oh, sorry, I got caught up with Ike and my father. It's nothing. Besides, I figured I'd get a good laugh watching Ike get worked over by the boss. You look fine. What happened? Nothing at all. Sorry to disappoint you. You just missed it. Just a minute ago, he was out cold. Missed. Sorry. You came at just the right time, Boyd. You can be Ike's sparring partner. What, me? I'm beginning to think it'd be better if he sparred with someone closer to his own skill. I understand. Thanks for the help, Boyd. I don't know about this closer to his skill business, but I'm ready. Alright, I'm ready for you. Let's go. The nostalgia for this game. Alright, I'm going to keep the animations on just for a little bit, but eventually they're going to be turned off. But, yeah, we'll turn that up. I don't really need the grids. Doing the basic stuff. Units can face normal. Surround. Yeah, I think that works. Alright, so this is Fire Emblem, a story-based game heavily developed on characters, and then, you know, fleshing out those characters. I think the Telia series is really into its story than most other Fire Emblem games. But this is our main character, Ike. He is the Lord, technically. However, in this game, he's not a Lord. He's a Ranger, the Lord being the normal class. So, for Ike... Oh, I can't put my thing over his name, can I? Okay. For Ike, he's Rangers are highly versatile warriors dedicated to improving their martial skills. They wield swords with remarkable skill. These are his base stats. I don't know his growths, and I don't know how I'm going to show this to y'all if I'm just going to leave it on the screen. I don't even have the growths on hand. Normally, your lords are decent, if not good. Ike can be screwed in this game if he doesn't get some lucky strength in the early game, but you know, he's your lord, you kind of have to use him, or at least he's fielded on every battle. You don't technically have to use him, but if he dies, you know, you get a game over. And he starts out with his trainer sword, a sword that's used for training. It deals no damage, and it does not wear down with use. Yeah, Earth Affinity, which is a really good affinity. That will get more into supports later on. Let's see. User, he starts with a D rank in swords. This determines using weight. Yeah, I think I don't have to get into too much on how certain things work right now. I'll eventually get into it later. This is our opponent, Boyd, who's a fighter. Axe-wielding fighters who march into battle with superior strength but poor defenses. They're kind of just more health is kind of what they get. He has a fire affinity. He'll eventually be on our team. But for now, we're fighting him. So how this game works is every character has a move stat, which is up here. That's how many grids they can move on the map. And the blue is the move, and then of course the red is where you can attack. So we're going to go ahead and attack Boyd, and this is the stat screen. As you can see, HP, total HP currently. The might is how much damage you're going to do. Hit percentage, it's a hit percentage roll, so I have 100% chance to hit me and I won't miss. But let's say if I have a 50% chance to hit, and it's a coin flip, and basically if I hit or miss. Same for the crit. However, we have 0% crit, so we're not critting. There is such a thing as weapon triangle in this game, where swords are better against axes, so they gain, I believe, an extra might, an extra hit. I'm not really sure how the GameCube works on this one, but each game has a different weapon triangle in terms of stats given, and then the opponent loses one might and loses some hit. So we're going to go ahead and attack, because that's what the tutorial goes for. You can do it. Boyd's got nothing. Take him out. Nothing? I don't have nothing. I mean, yeah, these animations are pretty slow, so I kind of just stick with the map animations. And as you can see at the end of that battle, we got some XP. That was that bar. I'm not done yet. We're just getting started. Every time you get 100 XP with a character, they level up. And each stat has their own growth rate, which is the percentage based on whether or not that stat will get an extra point in it or not. Every character has different growth rates, same as that's affected by their natural selves as well as their class. So yeah, I don't know if I'll show that at all. We'll see. That wasn't too bad. Boyd, you're such a loser. Shut your trap. Good work, Boyd. That's enough. Alright. Your swordsmanship was decent enough, Ike, but don't forget how it felt. It won't always be this easy. I know. Now that you're done warming up, it's time for you to face me again. was hoping you'd say that. First, missed. Right here. Here you go, Ike. It's a vulnerary. I got an invulnerary. I recommend using it now before you fight Father. Last time he knocked you silly. Vulnerary is just a healing item. I believe it heals 10. It has 3 uses. So that's what we're gonna do. And this is our dad. Yeah. They definitely nerfed for the tutorial fight. But let's go ahead and heal. This boy does some damage. I think he'll do 6 if I remember correctly. I played this tutorial so many times. Always take your time to heal your wounds in a battle, even small ones. By the time you think you're in trouble, it's probably too late. Don't get into that situation. Well, I don't think I need to heal again, because it'll take 3 attacks to kill him, 3 attacks to kill me. However, I'll get my 3rd attack before he does. So we can just attack. Give it your all. I think after this chapter, I'm going to turn off the animations, because these are going to take a while. Come on, boy. You going to give me a challenge this time around? Get ready, Ike. Here I come. Bring it on, Father. I might keep it on for next chapter. We'll see. We get to level up after we kill him. Or beat him. So. Alright. Let's finish this tutorial. Jesus. So sorry for coughing. Uncontrollably. Alright, let's get a good level up Ike. Please. Or we'll see what we get. Magic. And we got defense and HP. I guess that's decent, but we got magic for a sword user. Ike, you were great. Father, you were holding back, weren't you? What? Is that true? You could tell the difference. That means you're improving. You know, I wasn't really giving it all my all either. That's such a lie. So, Father, does that mean you finally admit that I'm ready? What? To join the company? To take on a job? Yeah, I mean, Boyd's already out there on the battlefield. I'm ready. I'm tired of being a trainee. Listen, the difference between you and me is that I'm a professional. A professional who just got beat. That was just random chance. Random chance. Got a point, Ike. Alright, tomorrow will be your first day as a full-fledged mercenary. Really? But if I think it's too much, you're back to trainee status. You better work hard. No problem. Watch, I'll catch up to everyone in no time. We'll see. We better be heading back to the fort. Everyone's waiting. Man, I love this game and its music. The recruitment theme in this game, I feel, is the best. Jesus. I'm gonna die. Chapter 1. The battle begins. We're at the fort. Good morning, Ike. Today's your first day as a professional soldier, isn't it? Yeah, and I'm ready to go. What you are is late. The others were suited up and ready at the break of dawn. Sorry. I'll get up early from now on. So what's my first job? I'm talking with Titania right now. Wait outside until we're done. Yes, sir. Very well, Commander Grail. Shall we continue? You were telling me about some bandits that needed taken care of, weren't you? Correct. The request comes from a nearby village. According to our reports, the bandits are not all that strong. I think it's best if I ride out and take a look. I plan on taking Oscar and Boyd along with me. Just the brothers? Go ahead and add Ike to your team. Shin and Gatry and I can handle the other 2 jobs easily enough. Titania, I'm leaving Ike in your care. I'm trusting you to show him the ropes. Understood, Commander. Come on, Ike, let's get you set up. Alright. My first job. Captain Titania, preparations are complete and I'm ready to go. Impeccable timing. It's nice to know we can always count on you to be at the ready, Oscar. Don't forget about me. I'm ready for action. Says so, Boyd. That's a surprise. Not today, it isn't. As of today, I'm going to be the absolute model of perfection. I need to set a good example for Ike. I'll take your word for it. Your first campaign at last. I know you've wanted this for a while. Are you nervous, Ike? I was more nervous last night. I could hardly sleep. This morning, I'm feeling pretty good. It's the calm before the storm. You should try to relax. You're not the only going to be out there alone. Yeah, you're right. Right, everyone ready? Let's go. These voices aren't sticking, by the way. Just know that your boy's gonna mess them up. As long as you can tell the difference between them, that's good. Oh, yes. Pirates are... This is the village of Caldea. The bandits are few, but we mustn't get careless. Our goal is to take out the bandit leader in the front of the large building, and then secure that building. Ike, listen up. All this stuff is old news to me, but I can still give a rookie like you a few tips. First off, don't let yourself get worked up and jump out in front of everybody. You'll just end up getting hurt. Don't try to do too much, Ike. When things get dangerous, you should and can rely on us. As long as you watch how the enemy moves carefully, you'll be fine. Think of this as a training mission. I'll do that. Oscar, Boyd, thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Just sit back and watch how a professional handles things. Enough chit-chat, you three. We've got work to do. Alright, so chapter 1, technically, because the first one was Prologue. A lot of enemies on the map. These little buildings with the doors open, you can visit them. And you can get an item. Some houses in later chapters need to be visited by other people, but you can get something, a person, item, info, whatever, out of these. This is the boss. Every chapter have the boss, and they have a name. Bandits are axe-wielding ruffians with terrible strength and incredible endurance. High HP, and they hit hard. If you see an item colored like this, it means that this item is dropped when that unit dies. There are bonus XP requirements for every map, and I think this one, you finish this one in 4 turns, and after every turn after that, you lose 10, and I don't know how much you get. I'll place that in the beginning of the chapter. But as of right now, I'm kind of playing based off memory. I know this is 4 turns. Next chapter, I'll probably look it up, but I know this one's 4 turns, and you lose 10. I just don't know how much you get out of it, so I'm going to try to get the bonus XP for every chapter. I'm also playing a soft Iron Man to where if I get a game over, I'm not resetting the game. I'm not going to start over. However, if a unit dies, they die. And I'm going to keep playing on with the game with that unit dead, because this game does feature permadeath, so any units that you care about can and will die, depending on how good or bad you are. If you make a mistake, you can be punished very, very badly. Let's see. But I'm also not going to forcibly get myself a game over, so I'm going to try to play fast to get the bonus XP, just to make it to where I put myself in those positions where I have to make a play and stuff like that. So let's see what droppable items are on this map before we introduce our other characters. An iron sword from this guy, and just an iron sword and iron axe, nothing else. Oh, we also get our iron swords filled out for him. We get Boyd in here. As you can see, he no longer has discipline, but he has Tempest, double biorhythm effects. So this game, there's a thing called biorhythm, which is right here. The unit's biorhythm, when the marker is high, the unit performs better. When it's low, the unit suffers penalties. So the higher it is, the benefits you get, and the lower it is, the worse, the penalties you get. And with Tempest, it doubles both. So if I get, I don't know, minus 10 hit for having a low biorhythm, normally I'd have minus 20. I don't really know how biorhythm works, but Tempest is a terrible one, especially if your biorhythm is low. You can remove it later on. Like, his biorhythm is low. Oscar, the Lance Knight. Lance Knights are mounted knights with swift movement who can wield a variety of weapons. He is a Lance Knight, so of course he only wields lances, and he rides on a horse. As you can see, he's mounted, so his movement is pretty high. It's 8, compared to Ike and Boyd's 6. And Titania is your pre-promote with the skill counter. It causes the enemy to receive half of the damage dealt to this unit. However, these people can't do much damage to her. They can do like 1 or 2, and they'll get 1 damage back with the counter. It's a terrible ability on her, unless you want to sacrifice her and get like smacked. But she's a pre-promote. She levels up slower than everyone because she already starts promoted, because you can have up to 40 levels per character, but they can promote after 10 levels. Given the right item that you have. But she's really good. She's like good throughout the whole game. A lot of your pre-promotes in the game are pretty good. But they can suck up your XP if you're using them too much. But you also don't want to not use them because they can save you out of sticky situations. And honestly, outside of Sacred Stone's pre-promote, Seth, she's one of the best pre-promotes in all the Fire Emblem games. But yeah, I know I said I might keep it on. We're just going to throw it off just because it sucks. And what I like to do is throw Boyd here. Not attack. Try to save some HP on him if he gets double smacked. Move Ike up here. He doubles. Great. I'm also not attacking with Ike just because I don't want him to get hit with a 60%. And move right here. Nah, I'm not risking it. I'm going to move right here so that way the sword person or the axe person, doesn't matter, can come attack. And I meant to trade, but oh well, just to get an empty spot. But we can visit here with Titania. Ah, you're with the mercenaries, right? Thank you for coming. We heard a lot about you. Here, take this weapon. We're farmers, not fighters. Maybe you'll get some use from it. And we get a steel sword out of the deal. Which I can trade Ike so he can use it. And have a better sword. What's going on out there? That's some sort of army. Ah, a bunch of mercenaries looking for their next meal. The villagers must have hired them. Listen up, lads. Hurt them and hurt them bad. We let this bunch live, and we'll have hordes of higher swords hounding us for the rest of our days. It's those fool villagers. I think they can buy a bunch of sail swords to chase us away. It ain't gonna work out how they want it. All they get for their trouble is a bunch of ruined houses. Tear them down, boys. That'll teach them. This is scripted. You can't get that house. There's nothing at all in it. So they can, but those bandits can tear down the houses that you can visit. So you want to make sure that you can get there soon enough, or make sure they don't die. So you can get your item or person or whatever it is that they drop out of there. Yeah, I knew the X person. I just didn't want him to get attacked by 3 people, which is why I put Oscar there instead of the other way around. But yeah, now we can kill all of these people and get everyone some XP. Alright. Let's first trade. I'm going to kill with the steel sword just because I get more weapon experience by getting a kill with a weapon, and the steel sword gives more weapon XP, so we can level up that weapon level a bit. Yeah, we're going to put Boyd over a little bit more, have him kill him, hopefully with an 87 or whatever it was to hit. It's a little bit of risk. We are then going to trade again, equip the Iron Sword again in case the mercenary decides to attack Ike. We're going to move Oscar up 1 because he's got Kanto as being a mounted unit. He can move again after doing an action, which is really strong. And then yeah, I'm going to move her up a little bit. Want her to take out at least this guy, because I want her to have the boss kill, because she gets more XP from bosses and she gets lower XP from regular units because she's pre-promoted. Ooh, another level for Ike. Let's see. Don't get magic again. Ooh, strength. I'll take strength. I'll take strength. That means he does more damage. Oh, I didn't even take a look at these guys. Oh, she didn't. Okay, cool. Well then. Okay, that guy came after. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. I didn't even talk about their stats or anything like that. Sorry. Alright, so I'm going to put on the screen now is his growth rates. I'm going to add it on there so you can see what percentage of growth these people have. Every time I level up, that's a percentage chance. Oscar can be good with some good level ups. You can honestly give him a good amount of investment in the beginning. There's some stat increasing items you can give him. And he could be really good long term. Same for Boyd if he gets lucky with some of his level ups. If he gets some speed on him with his level ups, I think he being able to do as much damage as he can do is amazing. So we'll do the same thing. smack you. Hit you with you. And I need to put it back on the screen. So that way you can see growth stats as well. For Boyd. There you go. And then same for Titania. Hers is a little bit lower because she is a pre-promote. She starts out with kind of decent stats. But yeah. Alright, and then we'll have Boyd come up and take care of you. Amazing. The only issue is I won't be able to seize it on the 4th turn because of the fact that I cast the seize. And he's not anywhere close to being able to do that. However, is my inventory full? It is. And I know he drops an axe, and I know that other one drops a sword. So, we are definitely trading over 2 things. We're going to move up here so we can take on that sword unit. Get it out of the way. So, whoops. I didn't play efficiently enough to get the full thing. But that's okay. It happens. My water. Alright, let's get Boyd to level up. Why don't we? Yeah. Now, Ike has a convo with every boss. Which is unique for Fire Emblem game. With every boss. Sometimes in the stories in the Fire Emblem games chapters, you could have combos with certain characters, with certain bosses. Every boss has a quote, but they don't actually have a full-on conversation. Sorry. I think Titania has a lot of conversations with him. Since those bandits took over, we can't even sleep at night. Please, help us save our village. Here, my mother left me this. I hope it serves you well. Robe, this is one of the items that you could use to increase stats. They give you one chapter 1. I think it increases by 5 in this game. It could increase by 7. I know that's what it did in the Game Boy Advance titles. But she also has a combo with him. You looking for something, fool? You looking for a fight? You came to the right place. I'll give you a tussle. Oh, she doesn't have any combo with him. Thought she did. Boom. Oh man, it's better than this. I want to die here. We got an iron axe. And I think next turn we can seize the game. So we only lost 10 bonus XP. This game, Path of Radiance, is not as punishing when you lose out on bonus XP. Or like when you fail the requirements. The sequel, Radiant Dawn, not as forgiving. Do I want to use this Seraph on anybody right now? You could technically, I could really use it on Ike, but I think I'll save it for now. We'll see what I want to do with it later on. I spilled water on myself up, great. That's the end of it. Ike, are you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. You know, you surprised me. To think that you've come so far. Look at my father, though. I've still got such a long way to go. There's nothing you can do about that. After all, Commander Grail is... What about my father? Oh, nothing. Nothing? Now I'm really curious. Don't worry, you'll learn about it someday. Hey, Ike, that wasn't bad for your first battle. Not as flashy as my first time, though. Yeah, you're a real standout. I'll never forget the sight of you so keyed up you broke your own axe. I know his accent's changed. Leave me be. Oscar. Dang it. You didn't have to bring that up. Anyway, Ike, congrats on finishing your first mission. Welcome to the group. Everyone's alright? Then let's get going. I'm sure Mist has a nice hot meal waiting for us. That is the end of chapter 1. Ah, man, I love this game. So much.